Latin lesson for today. The word APERIO translates to open or reveal. And yes, it will be on the test. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our audiophile reviews. And click the cute little bell to get notifications. This is the Warwick Acoustics APERIO electrostatic headphone system. Believe me when I say it will reveal your music in ways you may never have experienced. Let me go ahead and reveal the price too. It goes for $24,000. What you get for that price is a fully balanced, complete sound reproduction system. Designed as a reference studio monitoring headphone system for high-resolution audio production, it's also a high-end playback device for consumer use. Electrostatic headphones, or ESTATs for short, are for many audiophiles the holy grail of critical listening. Their sound is smooth, precise, and fast, with low distortion and lots of detail in the upper frequencies. ESTAT drivers feature a membrane between two metal plates that is set in motion by static electricity. Now, electrostatic headphones are driven by very high voltages to excite or energize the driver. You can't use just any headphone amplifier. And the APERIO has an even higher bias voltage than conventional ESTAT designs, giving the APERIO wider dynamic range, deeper, more linear bass, less distortion, and more linear delivery. The APERIO comes with its own specially made amplifier energizer that is in fact fully optimized for and only usable with the APERIO headphones. This unit also functions as a DAC, preamp, and a network player via Roon for high-res streaming. It includes a line-out section, so you can use it with conventional headphone amps and loudspeakers. So let's look at the main unit. Made from machined aluminum, the top features 3 rows of the same wave pattern from the headphone grills for the air vents. The aluminum chassis sections interlock and are fastened together using stainless steel hardware with thread-locking compounds that help to prevent loosening and vibrations over time. The front of the unit features a power button, input knob, high-resolution color LCD screen, volume control, headphone outputs, and a toggle switch for headphone out mode and line out mode. I think there's something really classy and eye-catching about this unit. Maybe it's the little details, such as the ring of shiny chrome at the tip of the matte silver aluminum volume and input knobs. Now, the unit measures about 16.2 by 13.8 by 2.6 inches and weighs about 16 pounds. While it will take up a fair amount of horizontal desk or rack space, it looks sleek and pretty, and I hardly minded the intrusion of having it on my desk. I love how substantial these headphones look, with a big, thick, generously padded headband. The top of the headband is adorned with a simple silver W logo etched on a black circle. Now, Warwick designed the headband around the ideal geometry for a range of head sizes, with optimum clamping force to ensure a good air seal and stability on the head, without excessive pressure that could be a drag during long listening sessions. And the headband maintains this optimum clamping force over the full range of adjustability. The headphones weigh 406 grams, or a little over 14 ounces. The ear cups and other major structural components of the headphones are fabricated using injected magnesium, which Warwick Acoustics says is rigid but lighter and significantly better damped than aluminum and most polymers. Key structural fasteners are made from stainless steel. Gaskets are formed from closed-cell foams that are well-damped and free from compression set. So the grills are a cool-looking wave design that offers a glimpse of the copper-colored mesh in front of the drivers. The ear pads, which are on the firm side yet perfectly comfortable, are covered in sustainably sourced cabretta leather, the finest grade sheepskin. The leather is perforated to help with heat dissipation. The inner perimeter of the pads features foam that is acoustically absorbent in order to prevent reflections and refractions inside. You can read more about the ear cushions in our written review, which we've linked below. Now, you should expect that a product like the APERIO will come well protected. It actually comes in this awesome heavy-duty polypropylene travel case that is waterproof as well as crush and dust resistant. It features an automatic pressure equalization valve that balances interior pressure, keeping water out. This wheeled case features a retractable extension handle, stainless steel hardware, and double foam lining. Inside, the top layer houses the amplifier and headphones. Underneath are the power supply and cables. The APERIO comes with two custom-designed high-performance input cables, a USB 2.0 Type A to B cable, and an Ethernet cable. The APERIO utilizes a new balanced drive HPEL transducer, or BD-HPEL, a symmetrically driven variant of Warwick Acoustics high-precision electrostatic laminate HPEL transducer, which was originally developed for the Sonoma One model headphone system. The core technology of the BD-HPEL has been refined to be impervious to environmental changes such as temperature and humidity variations, to be stable in performance and sound quality over time, and to be very durable. The updated BD-HPEL features a super thin membrane of 0.7 millimeters with a metal mesh on both sides. It was only one side in the Sonoma One's driver. According to Warwick, this provides less distortion and greater linearity. The BD-HPEL requires symmetric, high-voltage drive signals to generate a differential electrostatic force that moves the diaphragm. The BD-HPEL features a patented cellular structure that reduces and distributes resonant phenomenon and extends bandwidth to over 60 kilohertz. Subdivided cells act as smaller, phase-aligned planar sources whose parallel-driven outputs combine acoustically to form a cohesive planar wavefront. The drivers are mounted in a frame of magnesium, which features low rate but good rigidity. The APERIO features a range of inputs: balanced analog, unbalanced analog, AES-3, SP-Diff coaxial, USB for digital, and Ethernet for network streaming. It utilizes dual 30-bit 8-channel DACs, one per channel in a dual mono configuration. The DACs can decode both high-resolution PCM files with sample rates to 384 kHz and DSD files, native or DOP, up to DSD 256. Warwick Acoustics is committed to high-resolution audio, but DSD is at the company's heart. Within the APERIO, all audio signals are kept in their native domain and format. Analog always remains analog, DSD stays DSD until its final conversion to analog. PCM sample rates are never converted. The signal path is pure, as direct as possible, and unadulterated. The APERIO is unique in being a fully networkable product that exceeds typical DLNA limitations and allows digital audio reproduction of native or DOP 256 FSDSD and higher sample rate PCM formats to 384 kHz. There is a purity to the APERIO that makes your ears perk up with the realization that this is the natural sound you've been looking for. It's both refined yet unadulterated. You get the feeling that you're hearing something special, but also that the sound has not been tinkered with. It's quick and clean, very nicely balanced, and beautifully immersive. It's detailed without being in your face, and it has a fullness that doesn't seem to rely on unnaturally boosted bass. That being said, the bass response is surprisingly robust for an electrostatic headphone. There's great definition and body in this range. I started out listening to a random find, thank you Qobuz, David Elias's Coffeehouse DSD playlist number 1. The sound is mellow, doleful, evocative, part folksy, part country. Listening to instrumental tracks with the APERIO, the plucking of the acoustic strings is simply out of this world. Delicate, yet crisp and impactful. In fact, every instrument just sounds so full of character and nuance. You can choose at any point to hone in on a particular instrument and enjoy it. Nothing ever gets lost. At the same time, the music does not feel fractured. It's easy to enjoy tracks as cohesive musical units. On vocal tracks, Elias's voice was incredibly present and textured. You could discern breathiness and diction, but I never felt like the vocals overshadowed anything else. Then, switching to some classical, I enjoyed recordings of the Budapest Festival Orchestra. On Rachmaninoff's Symphony No. 2, I was awakened by the deep cello and then lulled into relaxation by the velvety violins. On Schubert's Symphony No. 9 in C major, the Aperio's strong dynamics really shone, with soft flute notes and grand horn blasts presented with equal ease. Jaunty and busy sections of the composition were presented as adeptly as quieter, more somber parts. The violins had a sweet smoothness to them that felt like a massage for my brain. If you have the means and the desire for a groundbreaking and versatile high-end audio product, put the Aperio on your must-hear list. If you are a fan of electrostatic headphones, these are among the best of the best, with a level of transparency and detail that is simply off the rails, and a bass response that is not so typical of this headphone type. The sound is refined, natural, airy, unadulterated, all good things for listening to the finest recordings. I enjoyed the Aperio with classical music, folk, and jazz, but also found that it had enough energy and bass to satisfy my ears on many rock tracks. True to its Latin-derived name, the Aperio will uncover and reveal every last iota of content in your audio files. If you want to learn more about the Aperio, check out our written review, which we've linked below. If you have any questions, leave us a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our audiophile reviews. Thanks so much for watching.